Muraqabah means to hold oneself accountable, to reflect about oneself, to look inward. And this is something necessary. Everyone has to do this. If you do not monitor yourself, you will go off track. Let me just give you an analogy. If you're driving and you never stop to check the GPS, never. Maybe you started out on the right path, but you never again check the GPS, or you never again, look at the map, or you never read the street signs. You're going to end up off track. So you have to be assessing the situation constantly. Am I on the right track? And if you look and you find, I got off track, that's okay, as long as you make a U-turn, right? And that's what tawbah is. That's literally what tawbah is. Tawbah means to return. It's to turn up, it's to return, it's to come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's a constant process of evaluating ourselves and returning, evaluating and returning, evaluating and returning. Now, how do you evaluate yourself? Well, you have to evaluate yourself based on the criteria given to us by Allah and His Messenger. Simple as that. You have to look and say, am I following? Forget the people around you. Don't compare yourself to the people around you, because if you're with a bunch of atheists, no matter what you're doing, you're going to look real good to yourself, So the point here is compare yourself to what Allah and His Messenger told you to do. Don't just go with the flow of what people around you are doing. So in this muraqabah, you have to be careful that what are you comparing yourself to? Don't compare yourself to your culture. Don't compare yourself to the people in your family. Don't compare yourself to the people around you in your society. Compare yourself to what Allah and His Messenger said to do. And if you are finding that you're going off track, then you need to make a U-turn. That's what tawbah is. That's what inaba is to come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when we realize that we're off track. And I want you also, one last thing to mention here is that if you evaluate yourself and you come to the conclusion that you are awesome, that you are just amazing, that you're there, then I can tell you that there's a deep problem. We never ever get to a point where we've reached that point where we've arrived, right? That never happens. And if you think that it has happened, then unfortunately that's a sign of arrogance. So there's always more that we can do to improve.